Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rachel and this is Stitched Up. So how are we all? Happy 2024. Is that right? Yeah, 2024, isn't it? I have been absent for coming up to 4 weeks. I think this has been the biggest break from vlogging that I've done for a long time. So yeah, I thought I would come back to you today and film a bit of a catch up. So I've got my coffee and yeah, I've got lots of goodies to show you and talk to you about today. But I thought I would chat to you about where I've been and what I've been up to. So apologies for the long absence. I haven't been well. Those of you that watched my Vlogmas back in December will know a couple of days before Christmas I started feeling a little bit off, under the weather, shall we say. And I was suffering with a bit of a sore throat, headache, chills, those kinds of things, you know, the usual lurgies that are going around this time of year. And then I just got worse, basically. My breathing was worse, I lost my voice, and all over Christmas I ended up feeling pretty rough, to be honest. So I'm still getting better. It has taken just weeks. This bug, whatever I've had, has floored me, and although I've been working, I did end up having to take a couple of shifts off during Christmas week because I couldn't speak and my breathing was really bad. But I have just struggled, and normally these kinds of bugs will, you know, last a week or so, a couple of weeks max, but I have really struggled with this one, I'll be honest, and I'm still coughing a lot, still chesty at times, and I'm still congested as well and full of mucus. Isn't that just delightful? But anyway, that's why I haven't been vlogging. So I've just not been fit enough really, and just managing to go to work and coming home has been enough. Anyway, I am on the mend. It is really slow. I don't know why I'm taking so long. All I can think of is that when I had my surgery back in September, it really knocked my immune system, and I'm still recovering from that, I guess. Not the surgery, I'm fully over that now, but I think maybe just my immune system took a bit of a hit and it's just taking time to settle. So excuse me if I sound a bit nasally, if I'm sniffing a lot during this vlog, but I just wanted to explain where I've been. And lots of you have reached out to me and sent me little messages and asking me if I'm okay and wondering where I am. So thank you for that. I do appreciate it. But yeah, I didn't intend to take this long a break, let's put it that way. But I'm back today. So anyway, I'll tell you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my Marnie. This is the second Marnie I made. I've only made two, but this is the second one, with the little ruffles over the shoulders. And yeah, it's lovely. I really like this. This is a fabric from Fabric Godmother. It's a viscose, beautiful viscose. It's one of their sort of reproduction 1930s print that they did a couple of years ago. I don't know if they still have it in stock, but it's gorgeous. I love this top, really, really love it. And what I do is I double face the frills so that you can see the facing fabric on both sides as they flap around in the breeze when you're walking along. But I really like this top, it's lovely. So I'm just wearing it with ready to wear jeans today. And my hair, those of you that followed me during Vlogmas might notice a little bit of a difference to my hair. You'll see it's a lot lighter than the red that it was. The red was an experiment, let's just say that right now. I had my plan originally was that I wanted to go darker because I love dark hair, absolutely love it. But I had this sort of idea in my head that if I went red first and then gradually made that darker and then went to dark, that it would sort of be a gradual thing that I could get used to, if that makes sense, because it would be such a difference from the blonde. However, when I did the red, I love red hair, absolutely love it on other people, but on me, it doesn't work. And, you know, I know lots of you loved it, lots of you hated it. I totally get it. It's very Marmite, isn't it? And yeah, it was an experiment. I'm quite happy to experiment with my hair, as those of you that have been following me for a long time will know that I do like change, shall we say, and like to experiment a little bit. But it's, yeah, I never really got used to it. So I think I mentioned before Christmas that I was going to get to the hairdressers to sort this out. I haven't been yet. I am actually going on Friday and I can't wait, because it's when I say it's faded, this hasn't just faded. I have stripped my hair. So I decided to give my hairdresser a bit of a head start. So I bought some hair colour remover solution and I've used it twice a week apart so that I could get as much of the colour out as possible, and a lot of it has lifted. You can see a lot of the blonde underneath now, so but there's still quite a lot of warmth in here. I've got dreadful roots, by the way, but it's removed a lot of the colour. And the hair colour remover that I used is one by Revolution, and it has no ammonia and no bleach in it. I wanted to make sure of that because I basically want to give my hairdresser the best chance of trying to do something with this, and I think it's light enough now that she's going to be able to do that. So I've been using a blue shampoo and conditioner on it since as well, so it is in really lovely condition. It's very soft, and yeah, the blue shampoo and conditioner is designed to sort of cancel out some of the warmth in it, which, you know, it's not going to cancel out a lot, let's be honest, in this, because it's very, very warm with the red. But yeah, that's where we're at the minute. So I'm heading to the hairdressers on Friday. The plan is to go back blonde of some sort. I don't know if we'll achieve that on Friday because there's a lot to do, let's face it, but we shall see. We'll see what happens. So that's a little update about me. Christmas was lovely. Obviously we had Bronte and Tom and little Layla up for the Christmas period, and it was lovely. It was magical. And, you know, despite feeling quite poorly at that point, it was great. It was fabulous. And the rest of the Christmas period was very quiet, to be honest, because I wasn't really up to going anywhere or doing anything. We didn't do much else, to be honest. So it was a little bit sad because I had lots of things planned for the week that I was off work, but I just wasn't up to it. So anyway, it is what it is. We are now in 2024, and I have sewn 2 things in January, that's all, which is not a lot for me, but you know, we're only coming up to halfway through, and I haven't lost my sojo as such, but I know a few of the other vloggers have been touching on weight. We all think, well, not all of us, but lots of us think about weight at this time of year, don't we? When we've had the gluttony of Christmas and we get that out of the way, and then we start thinking, oh, I really need to, you know, sort myself out for the new year. And I'm I'm there with that. So I think the way I'm feeling at the minute is that I did have a couple of makes right at the end of December when I felt very, very quick makes, just a couple of sort of jersey tops that were total disasters, if I'm honest. And yeah, I think that sort of hit my not my confidence as such, but just I think it made me sort of think, oh, I really don't know what I want to make, because what I want to make, I'm not going to want to wear it because of how I feel about myself at the minute. So don't want to get into all that weight stuff because I know some of you find it very boring. I totally get it. But that I'm just trying to give you a bit of an explanation of where I am with and how that relates to my sewing and what I want to sew and that kind of thing. So anyway, I have made 2 things in January. I've made the Juliette dress by Silversaga Patterns. I don't think I have any photos of it at the minute, actually, and it's upstairs in my wardrobe, but I'm planning to do a review of that dress and pattern. So I'll do that separately, and then you can watch out for that. And then the other thing I've made is, we did go up to Sewtoon last Sunday. We just went up for the day, that is, we as in Ruan and I, and we had a really lovely time. It was just very chilled, very relaxed after Christmas. And I quickly cut this out the night before, and it's a pattern that I've made before. You got a glimpse of it then, which is the Atelier Jupe La Chemise, or is it La Blouse? I will put it along the bottom, and I'll stick a picture of the pattern here for you to have a look at. So I just dragged some fabric out of my stash and cut it out because I'd made it before, and you know, I could just quickly cut this out and make it up. It's a very easy pattern. and very well, and it's not quick as such, but it's very easy and straightforward, and there's very little fitting involved, to be perfectly honest. So I was really happy to make this again. So this is my finished blouse here. I have finished this today. What I got done at Sew Tune was I got all of the blouse put together. I just needed to attach the collar. I'd made the collar, but I hadn't got it attached. And I needed to stitch down the button bands and hem it, and then it was done. So I've got that done this morning and it's finished. So this blouse is difficult for you to see because of the pattern. The fabric is from no, it's not. It's from Rainbow Fabrics. It's a viscose crepe with these gorgeous red flowers on a pink base. I love red and pink together, don't we all? We all love red and pink, don't we? Anyway, it's got tons of gathers in this pattern, but it's easy, and that's the key thing. The thing with this is that for instance, the yoke here and the gathering that you need to do to fit this part into the yoke means that you have to gather up the entire length of fabric that you have on the front pattern piece. So it just makes it really easy because you don't have to even out the gathers. And it's like that on the sleeves as well, around the cuff. So it's just got a little cuff band on. The sleeves are like a bat wing, and it's got a sort of dipped hem. You've got the yoke that goes over the front and then to the back. Now, if you look really closely, you will notice I made a massive boo-boo in the fact that I cut the back pattern piece upside down. This is a directional fabric, and I did know that, but some of the pattern pieces are a little bit not quite what you think they are, if that makes sense. And I just got this one upside down. So yeah, you see the stems are sort of facing up, but from a distance you can't tell, and it's on the back. I'm not going to be looking at the back, am I? So yeah, tons of gathering. It's got button and button band, little sort of French collar on the top, and the buttons are some Pigeon Wishes buttons that I had in my stash. Don't they go amazingly well? Really happy with it. It's lovely. So yeah, love that. What I'm thinking is this will look amazing in spring. Oh, I've got a little label in that says make on it. I think they were from Fabric. Were they in the Fabric Godmother calendar? No, I didn't get the Fabric Godmother calendar. They were, I can't remember where these came from, if I'm perfectly honest. I really aren't sure. I'm not sure if it was in the Kylie and the Machine calendar a couple of years ago. So anyway, really like it. I am thinking this is going to be perfect for spring with white jeans or little white denim shorts. I think that will just look super. So that's given me my Sojo back a little bit. I've got loads of fabrics to show you because I have been buying and I've been really good. I mean, you know that I've been doing a destash. I've destashed tons of fabric, but I'm not quite there yet. I've had a bit of a break because obviously it's been Christmas and it's January. Nobody's got any money in January, have they? We're all skint, let's face it. So I've decided to sort of sack January off from a destash perspective, and then I'm going to start it again from February. So I still need to work through my existing stash, but you know, there were some sales on over Christmas, weren't they? And I wasn't really going to partake because I hadn't bought any fabric since I was at Sew Tune at the beginning of December. But I had a look in the sales and I thought, you know, I'm just going to pick a few little bits and pieces. So I bought some fabric from Lamazi because they have stunning fabrics, don't they? And they had a 15% off discount, I think, over Christmas. You might see Martin in the background pottering about in the kitchen there. Or it might even be Isaac, I'm not quite sure actually. Anyway, I bought some fabrics from Lamazi, which I will show you. So I got these three, and these are fabrics that I had been looking at for quite some time, but when they had their Christmas sale on, I thought, you know what, I'm going to get them now. So they weren't an impulse purchase as such. They were fabrics that I had sort of bookmarked on their website for a long time. So the first one I've got is this one. I've got 4 meters of each of these and they're all viscoses. I love this. I think it's just gorgeous. And these colours are my colours. They're my tones of colours. So these sort of like cool pinks and cool lavenders and lilacs and things are really my shade of colours. So this is going to be beautiful to make a spring summer dress with. I don't have a pattern in mind as yet, but, and I know that goes against what I'd said before, that I wasn't going to buy any more fabrics unless I had a project for them, but yeah, these ones I couldn't resist them, I'm sorry. So anyway, oh look, we have a Pluto. Hello, have you come to say hello? Anyway, right, back to the fabric. So that's that one. The next one I got is this one, because again, the colours are just, oh, it's just so gorgeous. So again, these are my colours, the cool blues and pinks and the yellow in there. I mean, it's just stunning. I absolutely love it. So I got 4 meters of that one too. And then the last one I got is this one, which is a paisley fabric. And I love the boho vibe of this. It's just gorgeous, really pretty. Again, viscose. And I just think a long flowing boho type dress for spring and summer will be awesome with that. So those were my 3 purchases from Lamazi. And then I also bought from the lovely Natalie, who is Crazy Little Homebird on Instagram, and she was doing a bit of a destash of some of her fabrics, and you'll recognize this one if you subscribe to Andrea's subscription box at Beyond the Pink Door. And I got the lilac version. I think it was November's Think Pink subscription box, but look at this, it's beautiful. So yeah, she was destashing this, and as I say, I got the lilac purple version, and I loved the pink and red as well. And when I saw that she was destashing it, I said, right, I will have that please. So yeah, I know these colours are a little bit warmer than is probably in my palette, but I do love it all the same. And yeah, so I've got 2.5 meters of that I bought from a destash. And then I also bought some fabric from Pound Fabrics. And the reason I did this was because the lovely Bex from What Bex Sews made the Seamwork to Cara dress before Christmas. I think it was before Christmas. It was, or it might have been just after, I'm not quite sure. But she put a picture on Instagram and I loved it. And the fabric was from Pound Fabrics. And I want to make the Sew Over It Know Me dress next, which is this here, and I want to make the long version. And I know a few people have made this and said that it's actually super long, so I probably won't need to lengthen it. In fact, I might need to shorten it. But yeah, I really want to make this because I think, you know, it's comfy, lovely jersey dress, and I can wear it with tights and boots and still wear it in winter and look a little bit put together. So I want to make that, and I wanted to make it in the fabric that Bex used for her Takara dress because I just saw it and thought, oh wow, that is stunning. So she bought it from Pound Fabrics. So I quickly went over to their website. They didn't have a sale on, by the way, but you know, their fabrics are really reasonably priced anyway, all year round. And I found the fabric and decided to purchase it. So it's this one here. It's a Modal Jersey. I mean, the colours are just amazing. I got 4 meters of this. I think it was about £7 a metre, something like that. I mean, it's just stunning, really, really gorgeous. And I think that will just make the most beautiful Know Me dress. What do you think? I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, that is going to be my next project. And I'm really looking forward to making it. I just think it's so lovely. Those colours, those purples and greens and pinks are just beautiful. And then they had a few different modal jerseys on their website. So I bought this one as well. Let me just put that down because I love this. It's just, oh, look at that, black and red. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And it's leaves, and I love leaves, as you know. So yes, that is the second one I got. I got another 4 meters of that one. And this fabric, with it being a modal, it's very soft and it's quite a heavy weight though, to be honest, and it's very drapey. So it will work really well for, you know, that kind of jersey dress that doesn't really require any structure. So yeah, it's lovely, really nice quality. And then another couple of fabrics I got, they've got some activewear fabrics on their website again, and I'm really getting into my running again now. I'm running 30 minutes non-stop. When I say run, it's very, very slow because I'm still building my fitness up, but I'm back to being able to do it, which is fantastic. And I want to make myself some new running leggings because I get through them, I have to say, because, well, when I was running a lot, you know, I was running a lot and wearing them a lot. So anyway, they've got these lovely athletic jerseys on their website, and I liked all the colours, but I thought I'll just get one because I didn't know what the quality would be like. And it's this here, it's this gorgeous sort of space dye purpley colour, and yeah, it's lovely. It's a really nice fabric. It's not shiny, which I don't like the shiny lycras because, well, I just don't. It's just not for me. I prefer the matte ones. It's fairly lightweight, but it's not see-through, and yeah, it's got 4-way stretch to it, which is what you need. It's got good recovery. I'm really happy with it. So that's going to make some great leggings. And I haven't got a pattern in mind yet, but I'm looking forward to making something with that. And I could probably make a top in it as well. And I would actually make a loose top because it is going to be moisture wicking because it's not cotton based. It's a man-made man-made fibre, so it is going to be moisture wicking as well. But I think I might make a loose fit top with it as well, which would be great. I wouldn't wear them together because I'm not into the matchy look with sportswear, but yeah, I think that would be great. I'm not sure how much I got, a couple of meters maybe, I'm not sure. Anyway, so that's that one. And then finally there is a loungewear set pattern by Swim Style Patterns, which is called the Tamarama set, I believe. I'll put a picture of it here. And I bought this pattern a while ago with the intention of making it as a gorgeous sort of loungewear cord to wear at home, you know, over winter when you want to feel a bit sort of casual but comfortable, but you don't want to be, you know, in scruffy joggers and I'm saying that because my joggers now are quite scruffy. So yeah, I love this set. I think it's gorgeous, and I've been looking around for some suitable fabric for it, and I've either found fabrics that are too heavyweight or too lightweight, and trying to find something that's just right for me has been quite difficult and quite a challenge. But I did see this on Pound Fabrics, and again, this is the thing when you're buying online, you don't quite know what it's like, do you? What it's going to be like when it comes. So I took a bit of a, yeah, I thought, well, I'll just see, I'll get it and I'll see what it's like. They had this in a few colourways and I couldn't decide which to go for, but in the end I chose this sort of mint green, and it's beautiful. So this is a sort of brushed knit fabric, and I'll bring it close so you can hopefully see how that looks. It has a slight melange effect and it is really nice. It's lovely. This is going to be the perfect fabric for the Tamarama set. And if I show you, I can show you the reverse. That's the reverse side. So it is a proper knitted fabric. Now you can see all the little wefts there, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. It's got good stretch to it, and it's really super soft. It's lovely. So I think I got myself 4 or 5 meters of this. It's a really good weight as well, but not too heavy. So, and I think that was the thing that worried me most, because I've seen some gorgeous knitted fabrics, but they're too bulky, too chunky to make that kind of cord set from. So I thought this would be nice, and I know that they do it in a sort of lilac colour as well, and I'm so tempted to go back and buy it in lilac. I wish they did it in black. I don't think they do, because I'd probably have a black set, because you know how much I'll have a black heart, don't I? So, and I love black, but yeah, I think this is going to be really nice in that. So yeah, I've got lots of ideas buzzing around in my head. And one other thing that I also got, but this was actually from a prize that I won in the A Gift to November challenge back in November, run by the lovely Adam from Adam Sews and the gorgeous Alison, who is so like Dottie. So they ran the challenge. I'm sure you've heard of it, and I was gobsmacked that I actually won a prize, and I won a £15 voucher from Tuesday's Child Fabrics. I've not actually heard of them before, but they've got a good selection of bag making supplies and patterns and fabrics as well, and so it was a real joy to go over to their website and have a good look. And I took some time to think about what I was going to buy, but I decided to get this pattern, which is the Sandhill Sling by Noodlehead, and I love this bag pattern. I think it's gorgeous, and now I'm sort of getting, well, now I'm fit again, as in recovered from my surgery. We want to get into sort of going for lovely walks again in the country and up into the Yorkshire Dales and back to the Lake District and all that kind of stuff. And I just think, you know, for a lovely afternoon walk with the dog, you know, just me and Martin all wrapped up, this kind of bag will be perfect for me to throw all my little accessories in that I need to carry, and, you know, a few dog treats, etc. I think it will be great for that. So I think this is a great little accessory to make. So I just bought the pattern. I didn't buy any of their hardware because I do have quite a lot of bag hardware in my stash already, and I think the only thing it requires is D-rings. As obviously you've got the zip as well, which I will need to get, but it's got D-rings and a couple of sort of like rectangle sliders. I think that's about it. But there are two versions of this. You've got like a zip pocket front, and then I think there is another version, but I will put some pictures in so you can have a better look, because I don't want to take that out of there for now. So anyway, the only thing I wanted to look at was what fabric I wanted to choose to make it out of. And I know that, you know, we're always drawn to the lovely gorgeous patterns, aren't we? But I thought I want a plain bag with a patterned webbing, and I haven't found any webbing yet that will go, because I thought I need to get the main fabric for the bag first, and then I will choose the lining and also the webbing that will coordinate with it. So I found this in my local Boys, which is a little sort of, well, they do all sorts. I think I've told you about Boys before. If you're not from the UK, it's a fairly inexpensive shop. They do homeware stuff and they do a few craft things, and it's one of those shops that has a bit of everything really. And yeah, they have bedding in there and curtain stuff and all sorts of things. But anyway, they had some lovely waterproof canvases in, which I saw this gorgeous green and thought, you know what, that is going to be perfect. So I have bought a metre of this, and it does have like that waterproof finish. That's the reverse side. I think that is the reverse side, and that's the facing side. And as I say, just plain green, but I think it's going to work really well for this pattern and be really versatile, which means, you know, no matter what clothing I'm wearing, coat, etc., I can just sling this over as a crossover bag and it's going to work. So I'm looking forward to having a go at that. I just need to source the rest of the notions that I need for it. So yeah, I think that's about it. We're nearly at 30 minutes, which I think is probably long enough. I've got my next social. Sorry, I need to cough again. Excuse me a minute. I think my voice is getting to its limit now after talking at you for nearly 30 minutes. But I've got my social next Sunday. I'm really looking forward to that. We've got a much smaller group this time, but I think it's going to be really nice. That's really all I've got on for the rest of January. I'm going to get my Know Me cut out next and hopefully get that sewn up. And I'm just really itching to get back into regular vlogging again. I'm going to leave it there, guys, and go and finish my coffee and try and rest my throat because it's really struggling now. But I hope you've enjoyed catching up with me again today, and I will see you all again really soon. Take care. Bye.